Hello, this is Andrew Mount for GG with my preview of the Lincoln Handicap at Doncaster on Saturday, April the 1st, kindly sponsored by Bet.UK. It's the first day of the flat turf season in Britain. It's the Heritage Handicap. We all love to find the winner of the Lincoln. 22 runners spread across the width of Town Moor. It's going to take some working out. Now, the draw helped us narrow things down last year with those drawn low strongly favoured. Johan, a 28-1 shot coming out of stall 4, beat runners drawn 3, 1, 19 and 5. So 4 of the first 5 home came from the 5 lowest stalls. And if you combine the lowest draws in combination trifectas and tricasts, you only just missed out by a head on getting a monster dividend. Now, we don't know whether that far side strip's going to be favoured this year, but we will get a clue after the 225, which is the 22-runner Spring Mile Lincoln Consolation race. So do check that race out first before getting too heavily involved. Now, the market is headed by Al Mubir for William Haggis, who of course has done well in this race previously. Adabe, of course, won this in 2018 off a handicap mark of 99. He won 7 times in group and graded companies subsequently, including 4 group and grade 1 successes. Whether Al Mubir is as well handicapped as Adabe is open to debate. He did win well at Haydock on his final start last term on heavy ground. He's had a wind operation since, but that's not always been a positive angle with Haggis runners in handicaps. Just 1 winner at even money from 7 runners and 6 horses beaten at odds of 6-1 or shorter. So he's drawn in stall 10 of 22. That middle draw is not ideal either, so I'll leave him alone. Next in the market is Awal for the Crisford Yard. Now, this one was impressive on his final start last year. That was at Redcar over the straight mile on heavy ground. He raced down the middle of the track that day when it was an advantage to be drawn far side and race against that far side rail. So I think he was winning against the bias and he should have plenty more to offer. So I certainly want him on my side. Another one I like is Juaniz for the Charles Hill Yard. Now, he's coming out of the high draw. And he was so impressive first time out last season, winning at Sandown, albeit only by half a length. But he was winning against the bias that day. It was a huge advantage to race up at the pace. And to come from the back and get up and win was some effort. He disappointed the next twice, including when 6 of 30 in the Britannia at Royal Ascot went only 7-1. But it was gelded subsequently and came back from that to win very well indeed at Haydock. Now, again, the winning margin was fairly short, 3/4 of a length, but he chased the strong early pace, whereas the runner-up, the 3rd, the 4th and the 5th all came from well back. And I think he was winning against the bias. So Juaniz, another one to have on side. And a horse who ran behind Juaniz last time out at Haydock, Incorrigible, is also worthy of a mention. Now, Incorrigible made the running that day. He faded into 6, beaten 3 lengths, but again, he did too much too soon. If he could be ridden with a little bit more restraint this time, and if his low draw is an advantage, then maybe he could outrun odds of around about 25 or 33-1. 2 others worthy of a mention: Jimi Hendrix for the Rafe Beckett Yard. Now, he caught the eye on more than one occasion in similar races last year, and he's been gelded over the winter. Now, that's a big positive angle for Rafe Beckett runners in handicaps. In the last 10 seasons, backing all his first-time gelded runners would have produced a profit of £38.95 to a £1 level stake in handicaps. I think he could go well if stall 8's no disadvantage. And finally, Toshizu for Roger Fell. First run for the yard after leaving Joseph O'Brien. This one was only 5th when 4-1 favourite for a 10 furlong handicap at Leopardstown last time. But he's been brought by Nick Bradley, who does well with horses that he sends to Roger Fell at the first time of asking, winning with 3 of the 16 runners in handicaps, including a 40-1 shot. So do look out for market support for that one. But I'm going to stick with Boardman, my anti-post pick. He's got a fantastic record in the spring, 6 wins from 7 starts from March to May once he's had a run. And he caught the eye in mid-division in the Lincoln trial at Wolverhampton on his recent comeback. So Boardman, I'll put him up at 50-1 in my column on Tuesday. He's still 33-1 or thereabouts. I think he's going to run a big race if that high draw is no disadvantage. Juaniz and Awal are worth savers. That's it from me until next time. Until then, best of luck if you're having a bet on the Lincoln.